very fragile, very sensitive. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Again, wisdom of the Quran related to social life. Inshallah, today we are intending to finish. Inshallah. So let's, we are going to read from the third principle. And if you have the copies of this, the third principle, you can have it. I think you were not here last week, so some people got it from last year. And the third principle, do you want to follow from here with your, or was maybe share with you? I don't have these are different things. If you have time, you may go over them otherwise. Now, let's have an interactive talk today. I will ask you a question. If someone does an action in the best interest of his family, or best interest of himself, or in the best interest of his country, or they call it nowadays country, right? Best interest. What do you think? For example, let's say a leader of a community or a country nowadays, although I'm not comfortable with this word country, because tribe is natural, maybe. But these are artificial, these are the results of what we are going to study actually. The people divided the world, saying that this land belongs to me and no one can enter here. Now I will be the only sole ruler in this country. I don't want anybody else to interfere into my business. The result, the country becomes a territory divided by human beings, not really divided by the way we are created. For example, family is, yes, family, this is my family, this is my responsibility, that's understandable, but countries are artificial. So states are artificial, human-made things, not natural. No one can say that it is natural to divide North America into Canada and United States. Can you? Why do you think there is a boundary between Canada and United States? So that is related to our subject now. We have to question it. Why there is a boundary there that some people are not allowed to go to the other side of the territory, any geographical territory. So I'm not talking about the matter from a political perspective. Come next to my eye. So the people, or here even. It's better here. I can take the tea, don't worry. I wouldn't drink it. Okay, here. So people. Yeah. these are not simple matters. We are not talking about the certain politics of certain age. Yeah, but it used to be kingdoms and tribal chieftains had a larger power over others and established the kingdom. And then if they have larger territory, they call themselves emperors or empire. What is the motive behind it? Because after you establish the concept of country, you have to establish, after you establish the concept of state, then you start speaking about in the best of our country, right? What is the motive behind dividing the territories, saying that this is my territory, no one can enter it, and I am the only ruler, sole ruler of this territory?
Security?
Sorry?
Security?
Security for what?
To feel secure that no one will attack you or take your resources.
Why? Here you are, sir. It's yours. Would you like to use it for you? Secret for you. Yeah? Well, yeah. Yeah? Security, somebody said? Oh, yeah. You said security. Okay. So, security, after I draw my boundaries, this is my land, and I'm going to rule here. And then I justify the security of my land. No, what is the motive behind this? This belongs to me.
Authoritative, I feel is, yeah.
Sorry?
Authoritative, like
Sorry?
an authority, like this.
No,
When
no.
you say mine, it's mine.
Excuse me. I'm not opposing you. I didn't get your word.
Authoritative,
Authoritative about what?
about possession, that's,
But what
It
is this
belongs to
authority?
you.
Authority about possession. What is the main drive?
to satisfy your
Your,
ego,
your
yourself.
ego, your extend your ego by establishing your ego on your power. If you are not powerful, you cannot do that. So attributing a kind of power to myself. That is the deep down cause, the drive of this. I am powerful, I can do that, so I can own it. And I can really reject you. Afterwards, you said, I want to be secure in my field. That is the political side of it, if you like, or result in the social field, if you like. So we will read here, the sentence says, philosophy, again, third principle, philosophy, philosophy means any life interpretation, any interpretation of existence, which is based on human considerations without taking notice of the creator. Without taking notice of the creator. It means my existence belongs to somebody else, belongs to the one who gave existence to the universe. Without taking notice of this, philosophy represents here, not necessarily that it is a definition of philosophy as we use it. No, he means by philosophy this. Yeah. So we have to understand him. He's not defining philosophy, because there may be some people who really reason about the existence and say that our existence belongs to a cause of existence, which is the cause of the existence of the whole universe, we have nothing to say or to blame this person. So simply, in a simple way, any person who doesn't heed to the news that we receive through revelations, that the prophets come and say that I have received the guidance or guidelines for you to explain yourself here in this world from the creator of this universe. So he says such and such thing, whatever. And then we have to pay attention to it if we are convinced that we are created. If we are convinced that we have a cause of existence for ourselves, then the revelation starts making sense for me. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense for me. So philosophy accepts force as its point of support in life, in the life of society. Why? Force, power in the life of society. We have to be powerful. Does it have to be in this way? So we will see what the Quran or Revelation will suggest. Does it have to be in this way, in the way that the people don't listen to the revelation and describe or explain their existence in terms of their own considerations without taking notes of the Creator? Does it have to be in this way, do you think? By definition, if someone doesn't accept the Creator, is there any way for this person? Is there any way for this person not to rely on his power? But we should not confuse that the power may extend into the power of their own country or nation or group of people or tribe, but still power. Power is, if I am powerful, I can protect myself. If I am powerful, then I can impose my own rulings on others. If I am not powerful, that's the principle we are talking about. If I am not powerful, then I cannot guarantee my security in this world. You understand that this subject seems to be not very common in our discussions. But we have to see the belief base of everything in life, not only in our personal life, but in social life too, belief base. How can you secure your life? Your existence, your life, how can you secure it?
Can't.
Sorry?
You can't.
You can't. But why do you say that you can't? Yeah.
Because I look throughout history, even the powerful at some point would stop being secure, and the ones who were persecuted became the powerful. So you can, there's no one way to be secure.
So do you feel that we should have a point of security for our life and existence? Don't jump. Do you feel that we need security?
Yes, of course.
So we need security and we cannot provide it. Isn't that sorry?
No, we can't.
No. Isn't that contradiction? I have a feeling, which, as I am now, which says you have to secure your existence, and I cannot secure my existence. What I have to do, I have to have a resort to the power, either individual power or communal power. That's what we do, whether regardless of being non-believers in God or believers. Why do we establish the communities? Fundamentally, even the Muslims say that, or the Christians have their own community because they cannot provide their own security. So they feel much more secure in they rely in, if not their own power, but the power of the community they belong to. Right? So we need it. We need security, and it may go beyond our personal, individual point of security, but ultimately, I want to have my security within my power or the power of the peer of my, or the members of my community. Still, we need the power to secure our existence or life. Yeah.
I don't think anyone disputes that everyone has a need for security. Even if you look at Maslow's pyramid of needs, you'll find that the most basic need that any human being needs is a sense of security. But what people say is that this is like that most basic need is an animalistic need. I mean, even animals need, to feel secure. So how do you argue in that this is nothing more than just a materialistic need, that you need to feel that you have a shelter over your head, that you have food, so that you feel secure, so that you can pursue maybe even higher things. But this level is very animalistic, very materialistic.
Yeah. Oh, the last sentence puzzled me. You know, animalistic, materialistic, but if you like the way we are made, it's very human.
No, but animals also.
No, human means it's with me. It's not made up. It's my in nature.
Right,
It means the way I'm created, the way I am made, needs security. So, all right. So, we are conscious beings. I don't know what's happening among the animate kingdom. That's not my problem. My problem is first to solve myself, and then I can extend it to others. So, to need for security is legitimate, as I am. As I am. The problem is, how can I secure my security? So the problem rises from there. Yes, I need security. Yeah, even animals also protect themselves. Yeah, from any attack, any danger, and get ready instinctively, whatever. But they know much better how to protect themselves than we human beings. They don't have to learn. As soon as they are born, they learn. For example, if you take a baby animal, now newly born baby animal, had never been to its peers or its species, the mother or the same kind, let it grow in a very isolated island, let's say. It will exactly do what its parents or kind do. It will exactly do it. Why? It's innate. But human beings acquire, human beings becomes, not artificially, educate themselves, learn. We need to learn. It's a very important point that we need to learn everything. We have to study, okay? But still, we are talking about ourselves. Don't worry about the animals. They can take care of themselves. Because their impulse to have the security is not acquired. How to do it? Basing it on what? I don't know about them. And this is not my concern. My concern is I am going to secure my, of course, the problem is my life. No. The first one, which is the very, existence by being. And then my life. Of course, when you say the people don't talk about philosophers, or I would say philosophy, but you understand what I mean by philosophy. It means those people who don't believe in God, they don't talk about security of one's existence. Why? Think about it. Why they don't? In fact, according to me, my understanding, I cannot claim about others, they can't.
Because it's meaningless.
For them, existence is taken for granted. They don't think about it because they have no explanation for existence. No reason why we exist. We exist, that's it. Really, they are so bigoted, so they have their own dogma. Yeah, then we exist, that's it, don't talk about it. So they cannot talk about securing one's existence. But in reality, for human beings, talk about ourselves, we have to look for a solution for the security of our existence. And then talk about securing my life as much as possible. I know that. Why as much as possible? I know that this life will be separated from my body one day. My body will be left here, lifeless. So what my concern is now, not only securing my life, because it is inevitable to lose it in my own nature, the way I am made, but how can I secure my existence? Because I'm more interested in securing my existence because it's more fundamental, more essential to my human concern. But how people avoid from thinking about securing or about their existence, because they never think about existence by themselves, by on their being, because they have no solution for it, unless they, if you like, give a chance at least that they may be brought into existence by a source, by another than the universe itself. There is a possibility that, let me think whether it makes sense or not. They don't open this door, because when they open this door, it ends up with what? Submitting to the source of existence. Their own existence, they will say, it belongs not to me, but to the one who gave me my existence. It's his, not mine. So it is submission. That's the fear of secularist, positivist philosophy. They never talk about it. Yep. So if someone is open, they talk. Open to accepting that their existence belongs to somebody else. Their existence is given. They talk about it. If they don't, they say, no, we are not going to they name it. I don't know what it is. I don't understand what they mean at all. Metaphysics, they don't want to go into the field of theology. That is made up story. It's an excuse. What do you mean by theology? They never thought about it. Theology means some dogmas. Yeah, no, God created us. That's why we avoid this phrase, God creates us. Why? It looks dogma. I have to speak from my perspective and my reality. I have my existence, and this existence doesn't belong to me, doesn't belong to the elements of this universe, they cannot give existence to my being. So it belongs to the one who gave existence to the universe. And this one is not of the nature of the universe. We have to keep repeating this. This one is not nature of this universe. So it is something beyond the capacity of this universe. For me, it is absolute because I cannot describe it. It is undescribable, indescribable. Which one? Indescribable. So it is indescribable, but I'm sure of its existence because I cannot explain my own existence without attributing it to its own existence. It's absolute, the existence of the absolute. It's very fundamental. If we miss this point, whatever you talk about religion doesn't make sense.
Dr. Ali, do you think it's scary though to say that you don't own yourself, you don't own anything, you don't own yourself?
Yeah.
And you have to submit to the fact that your fate is in the hands of someone else. I mean, I can find that very scary for many people.
So if you think of it within the universe, you cannot trust anything. Do you feel scared when you think that my existence belongs to the eternal creator?
No.
You feel more secure because there is no other way to feel security within the universe. So that's why but the sense of, if you like, weakness or impotence in securing your own existence, this sense is beautiful.
So it drives you to him.
Definitely. And it makes you feel legitimate from your own reasoning, for your own consciousness. You can confirm that I belong to an eternal being. Yeah, so I am the product of him. Let him, if you like, dispense. I belong to him. Let him dispense over my existence. He creates me as a baby, I don't mind. He creates me in the form of an sin, I don't mind. Why? Because my existence doesn't belong to me. It belongs to him. So it creates me as a young man, I don't mind. Happy, but I don't mind. So it creates me as an old man, I don't mind. Because I don't belong to myself. It's so comfortable because he puts us from stages to experience from the total dependence as a baby or in the mother's womb, total dependence to a young man, powerful man, thinks that he can manage his life. And I was young, I used to do that's why I said you also do the same thing now. When I was in your age, I thought, I can manage with my life and everything, But I never thought of my existence. Can I manage with my existence? It doesn't make sense at all because I never, to be honest, I was thinking about them. But if someone doesn't think about his own existence, he thinks that he can manage his life, he can organize a guarantee the future, he or she himself. That's why we say, you have to learn how to stand on your feet. Confucius. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't learn, no. But what do you mean by it? Or on which ground that you have to learn how to stand on your own feet? It means you can be self-sufficient. Can you be self-sufficient? No. Can you? Is it possible? At any rate, you know that you cannot control your even body, not feelings. No. So security, the source of real security, not artificial security, can only be sought after when we realize that we cannot be secure, we cannot be sure in our existence, security of our existence. We cannot guarantee it. I cannot guarantee it, but I want to have a point of guarantee. Yeah, that what is called in Arabic. It's a common language. So point of guarantee, point of نقطة الاستنادية, that I can stand on it. Yeah, I can stand that point of, not the guarantee, I don't know, your dependence. How do you translate it? نقطة الاستنادية. So that I depend, I attribute my existence to it. So I'm secure now.
Foundation.
Support, point of support, or the point of support for my existence. So the people have people develop a lot of problems out of it because they don't really have the power to secure their existence. They ignore it temporarily, not really permanently, temporarily. They ignore it. Say, okay, at least whatever the reason I exist, so don't worry about it. Now let's secure my life. And how do you secure your life again? Until I die. So if someone has a problem of not having any point of support for his own existence, he has to look something within the universe. Can you trust the galaxies for your existence?
No.
That the galaxies can protect me, or for your life? Can you trust? Galaxies can? No. Can you really trust the forests or the, I don't know, atmosphere or gravity to secure your existence and the second stage, your life? Can you? Galaxies can protect me? No. Doesn't make sense. So what I want? Security. What shall I do? So what they do, those people who don't accept the creator are bound to consult or go into a source or look for a source which makes their own existence and their own life secure as long as it's possible, by relying on their own either individual power or extended power. It means the power of the state, power of the company, power of the tribe, power of the nation, power of the family, extended power. Because family means who? Your father, your mother, your grandfather, and your inheritance. Whatever you inherit from your parents, maybe your sisters, aunties, or aunts, or whatever, your uncles, extended. They are individuals like you. So it means ultimately it means we have to, okay, yeah, again, thank you very much. Thank you. Disturbed something there. So ultimately, individual power that I can rely on. Ultimately, even say, no, I don't buy, I really trust my state, my government, my king, for example. As long as king is powerful enough, I am powerful enough. For example, I feel secure that the enemies, I don't know who they are. No one knows who they are. It's made up story, in fact, really. If you really say that this is my boundary, you cannot get in, the other people want to get in, then you have enemies now. Not because there are enemies out there. These are psychological obsessions that we are indoctrinated with. There is no enemy out there. The enemy is within you. You said, this is my property. I don't want somebody else to enter it. And then the other one said, no, I want to get it. The same reason. And then fight starts. If you like, although I don't like the term, you can use it in order to explain in the daily language, you create your own enemy. Be careful. If you say that is my power, I am going to be the first in class. If there is somebody who is doing better than you, it becomes your
Enemy.
Competition.
Yeah. Yeah. You create your own enemy. If you say that's my duty, I have to do it. And if someone does it better than me, that's his responsibility and nothing to do with me. Will you have a competitor? Will you have an enemy now? No. It means we create our enemies. So if someone says, we have enemies now to protect our country against the enemies, we have to defend our country against attacks of enemies, that's the reality of life. It means the guilt is himself. He is creating the enemy by false concepts. But it is not realistic. We are not talking about the practice of this age. We are talking about human nature, how we are made. So those people who don't believe in the Creator have to rely on their own power.
Okay, I'm sorry. Question. So we're being asked to believe in a creator. But we're being asked to believe in the existence of a creator.
No, we haven't been asked.
Oh, so we're supposed to believe in a.
I don't know. Do you really believe it? That will be your conclusion.
Okay, if I'm trying to believe in the existence.
But you cannot try to believe. You can try to explain yourself. And then conclusion will be maybe belief, maybe denial. We don't know.
But that's the thing, so I'm sorry.
So why I interrupt you? If you base the first premises on an illogical concept or phrase, you cannot go further. Do you understand?
No.
So because we take it for granted that religion asks us to believe in God. Religion doesn't ask you to believe in God. Religion asks you to question your reality. So the answer will be this only, find out your creator, find out the reality that you have a creator. Then you conclude, you agree with the revelation, religion, or you don't. Religion is something abstract. It doesn't force you. You accept it or not, don't accept it. When you say, I don't know why I believe in God, but God asks you to believe in him. Don't you see the apparent contradiction? So watch out for the language. Okay, we carry on, but I wanted to just show it, yeah. So carry on.
Okay, so we're saying that security is derived from the existence of a creator.
I don't know. I experienced that I need security.
Right, so I feel like
Yeah.
you need to believe in my existence in order to feel security.
We are using the word belief in a very loose and arbitrary manner. No, that is your nature. That's how you are. Let's establish our language, because we never use imitative language. Because this is the course, if you like, how to establish the reality of my belief if I have. Because we just use and consume and arbitrarily employ this language anywhere we like, that we borrowed from our religion. It doesn't make sense. It is just an assumption that I assume to be a Muslim, or I assume to be a Christian believing in God. But it must be my conclusion, so that my reasoning will be based on my conclusion. It must be my own decision. I cannot take any religion or any philosophy for granted that it is right or wrong. Because I have been given the ability to have the criterion between and decide by using this criterion within me, whatever, who gave me, I don't care now, I have it. I have to use it in order to make the distinction between right and wrong. And then decide, this is right, this is wrong. I can approve this, I disapprove this, or negate it. I'm free. Then if you conclude that, yes, definitely my existence belongs to the one who created the universe, then you start explaining or extrapolating the meaning of your existence according to the giver of the existence, who is at the absolute. That is your conclusion now. Don't say, our religion requires me to, I don't know, to have security. No. So you may have the question because of this very frail base. Otherwise, I wouldn't say you will have a question. I would say you don't have a question, because the question is artificial because of the baseless assumption of belief. Baseless assumption. It doesn't mean that I'm accusing you of being a non-believer. No, this is the training. We have to learn, because you are the people who can use their brain and trained in how to reason, how to use your human qualities, how to really, if you like, control, monitor your feelings and make sense of their existence in you. So why don't you use it when it comes to religious matters or belief matters? It's a problem, isn't it? Not using our human qualities in matters related to belief or religion, but being extremely sensitive and hardworking when it comes to in other matters. If someone says to you, something doesn't make sense apparently, would you say, yeah, I believe that because you said so? But when it comes to religion, we say, I believe that because Muhammad said so, Jesus said so. It's equally nonsense. You have to make sense of it. You have to have your conviction or certainty in your conclusions. We, all of us. That's what we are learning here. Or my mission is this. My mission is not teaching religion. Really? I don't care. Do I teach you religion?
No.
No. Right? No, I've been here for 5 years. I know I teach religion.
I want my money back.
Sorry?
I want my money back.
So if you pay something, I can give it back to you. Yeah. So I am here is to think about yourself. Just who are you? And you may end up with concluding that I belong to the creator. There is a creator. There must be a creator who is absolute. My being belongs to him. And I have to use my free will accordingly that I have a creator. The problem is here, for example, why philosophy says that you've got to be powerful. Well, but practically speaking, do we have to be weak? That's not the point. It's not the matter, the matter of discussion here. You have to be powerful, yes, in terms of what? Not in terms of your own power, in terms of trusting, relying on the power of your creator. Not so the creator says through, not only through revelation, through our existence also, the creator says you are powerful if you are just. The man of truth. Because your creator doesn't care about your personal, individual, artificial power. Your creator takes your truthfulness, accepting the reality, submitting to the truth. So that is called justice. That is called, we are going to go into that. There is what is the truth? So we have to not rely that we are powerful, we can do everything. For example, there are some countries, they say we have Islamic bomb. Why? To protect, to guarantee ourselves we have power, it means. What is the difference between an atheist state saying that I have a bomb and I can use it, and it's, the other one says I am an Islamic bomb and I can use it in the name of religion? The same thing fundamentally. That's an atheistic concept. Do we really get it? So this isn't just relying on your own power. So we have to be men of truth. So look for the truth, whether he's powerful or weak, I don't care. Whether someone comes and says, you know, these are my the famous glasses, so these are my glasses, I'm going to take it from you. I wouldn't say, you cannot take, man, it is mine. Or I'm going to hold it, use my power. I say, which kind of base you have for your career? Give me evidence. If they belong to you, I will give it to you. Truth.
He might kill you.
Look for the truth, not power. You may be powerful, you may be weak. Look for the truth. But in reality, if you are weak, they will, transgress your right and they will enslave you. Just a minute. We are talking about the fundamental of my understanding. I have the theoretical. I have to be the man of truth. If someone says, I'm going to have and build a house here on this land, I say, no, it is my country. You have to have the permission to enter into my country. Is it true or not? I have to question that. And then if it is true, if I say, this earth belongs to me, then I will argue. Where did you get it? Did you make it? Did you create it? Where did you get it? Do you get it?
No, I don't. It's so theoretical.
Yes,
If
of
I
course.
own a piece of land, I own it.
No,
Someone-
according to what? According
I
to what?
mean,
According to what?
where does it
Own
stop?
it what?
Where does it stop? If I have an apartment, that's my apartment, I live in it. If someone were to come and say, I'm sorry, but God created this whole world for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and live in your apartment. I'm gonna kick you
So
out.
yeah,
right?
this is the truth there. The truth is, this land is allotted to you within the rules of God, that this property, for example, whoever uses this land and cultivates it, it belongs to him. So that's what our relationship with the universe, with the outside world, is established by the Creator. That's why we need the prophets to teach us. So I need security for my personal life, not relying on my own power. So what shall I do? Then the prophets say, rely on the power of the Creator. So yes, I say, okay, oh my Creator, what shall I do now? I want to have my own apartment, let's say. And it is free for me. It is the way I am created for me to have my apartment. He says, okay, work for it, get it, this is yours, and you have the right not to let other people enter. So you can say, okay, this is my right, appointed, if you like, assigned by my Creator. Yeah, it is assigned by my Creator, but not artificial. Depends on my right. Right means I cultivated this, I learned this, I spent that. That is,
I mean,
that's
let's be, okay, sorry, let's be a bit realistic. I come here to New York City, I buy an apartment, which may have been stolen from the Indians a long time ago.
doesn't matter.
No,
you
I mean, well.
you are
okay,
responsible for your transaction.
They came.
No, you are responsible for your
What do you mean?
transaction.
Okay, so then I can go to, say, I don't know, Israel, they're
Yeah.
selling land there. It's a legitimate state right now. I'll buy a piece of land there, I'll cultivate it, and that's mine.
Do you have the means to buy the land?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did you get this land? This means?
I worked hard for it.
Yeah. So that's your right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go buy a piece of land in Israel. I don't care if some people are pushed out of that land, it's not my problem. I
So,
didn't
but
push them out.
no, but you can't say it's a little bit daily politics. I don't want to get into it,
No,
but
because you're talking about really theoretical things.
no, of course we are talking about the about how we should develop and grow our own understanding. So, which is the base? The base is power. The base is the truth, right? Which one I should follow? The
That's
power
that's my
and
point.
base.
You
That's
say
it.
truth. What's truth?
Yeah, we can bend it.
It's a very relative thing.
So truth. We have to understand. Sorry.
There is no relativity when truth comes. There is an absolute truth that exists.
That's your opinion.
But we
Yeah.
are subjective,
Yeah, okay.
It's
so.
very bend. I can bend.
One by one.
Well,
One by
That's
one.
not true. That's also again. The verdict is not out on whether it is subjective or not. But there is an absolute truth that exists. I will take an antibiotic and I'll react to it. That's an absolute truth.
Yeah.
There is my body is going to react to it in a certain way. That's an absolute truth.
As I am created, as I am. Sorry.
Yeah, that's my individual. It's a truth that is universal for a lot of people like me with my same enzymes and same genetic makeup. It's not just my individual.
As I am
Otherwise,
created.
antibiotics wouldn't have existed, or there are only a certain amount of people that react adversely to it.
So then it's not an absolute truth.
But
No,
not for
true.
that type. But for my genetic makeup, it's an absolute truth.
Fine, that
So
I'm.
when the problem, just a minute, let's make it clear. How do we describe the genetic makeup? It means the way I am created, I am made. So I am loyal to the decision of the maker. Yeah, if you stay only the genetic makeup, the other, my genetic makeup wants you to chase away from here. For example, so the way I am made, so I have to be loyal to the will of my creator. That's why we cannot really solve our practical problems without taking the reality or existence of the message that we receive from the creator into the equation. If in the equation there is no messenger, in the equation there is no law, everybody will, law means Sharia, it means God's principles that you have to organize your social life according to these principles I am sending to you. But this requires first believing God and the message from him. We have to confirm that this message is from him. These are the first prerequisites. If we complete this, then we go by the will of the creator or the organizing, leading guidance of the creator. We say, this is my right according to the teachings of my creator. So I have to first confirm that these teachings are from my creator. That is prerequisite. Without this pre-requirement, without this, we cannot really solve our practical problems. Although we are not here to talk about the practical problems. We have to decide whether I should follow my power or I should follow the truth. Which one is more appropriate for my, if you like, nature, as I am made? Which one? If someone says I should follow my power, the result we will discuss here, conflict is inevitable because I am following my power or deciding according to my power. For example, I look at the map and I am a king or the ruler or leader of a community. I look at the map, I say, oh, it is impossible for me, is it not within the grasp of my power to invade Canada, but I can invade Mexico. It's weak. Yeah, I can do that. It's my power. So shall we act according to the capacity of my power, or shall we act according to right, true? Is it really true? The question will come, according to what? The truth will be according to your understanding of your existence, your creator, if you believe in it. If you don't believe in it, the truth is according to your own philosophy. The argument carries on. But we are talking here about the truth or not. The argument is here. Quran, the subject is the wisdom of the Quran. Quran offers you, don't try or don't rely on your power. Rely on the truth. So Quran says, we have to say, now materialist worldview says, rely on your power, be more and more, we have more and more atomic or nuclear power in order to impose yourself on others under the name of protecting or defending myself, or look for the truth. Is it true or not? But the truth will be prescribed what? If you say that I am going to follow the truth, you have to look for the truth now. What can be the source of truth? What can be the source of truth? My idea, his idea, the great philosopher's idea, or the source of truth must be, I'm saying must be means necessarily guided, taught by my creator, because I don't know. How can I organize my life? Which guidance, which guidelines I have to follow? So my creator. So I look for the creator now, saying that, look, who made me with the need to follow the truth, and I cannot find the truth within the universe. This is interesting. I cannot find the truth within the universe as the source of truth that it will teach me. No, stars cannot teach me, atoms cannot teach me, my cells cannot teach me the truth. Otherwise, I have some feelings about it. Another person may say, I have a feeling different from yours. Who is going to be the judge? Or who is going to hold the last word? So if one says, no, the creator who created me with the need to follow the truth must expose it to me, must show it to me. So we look for a guidance from the creator, which we don't have. But we have the need to follow the truth. That's innate us. The confusion comes from that. So we have to ask the creator. Okay, I'm asking the creator, please tell me what is the truth. Which lines, which path I have to follow. And did you hear anything from God saying that, look, Jane, here is the thing you have to follow. You are given the capacity to confirm it or not to confirm it. But you are given the capacity. And when he has to speak to you, he has to tell you, that is now the area where belief in the message from God is necessary. Or understand which is the really people, is it really true? Some people claim that they have received message. You have to investigate. But we need guidance from the Creator as far as this relative, subjective matters. But we have to be careful. Looking for the truth is not subjective. Looking for the truth is not subjective. But defining certain thing as the truth is subjective. So according to me, as I understand, this looks like better than all other alternatives. And by definition, I understand that this truth is really sent by my Creator, so that I will organize my life accordingly while I am using my free will. Then the practical side is associated to this area now, where the religion says. But we are not talking about the practical side. We are talking about very, very pure theoretical foundations. Are we going to look for power to secure our life and existence? Or are we not going to look for power but truth to organize my life, my free will? We have to stay on this line, because this is the area where we go and look or search for religion or message from the Creator, either here or there. I have to look for it. So not by anything that anybody comes up saying that I received something from God, because I have the ability to make the distinction. Is it really from my Creator or not? So that is the place I have to use my human capacity to decide. Would you like?
Yeah, so my conclusion of what you said is that following the truth is about acknowledging God in everything I do.
Comes after acknowledging God.
Okay, but for me, just saying it theoretically and not being able to link it to practice makes it just words.
Who said that? Who said that we shouldn't put it into practice? It needs another layer, but the second stage. It's not the first stage. Second stage.
Second stage of what?
Second stage of really going into practice. The first stage, we have to establish the theory.
Okay.
So theory means your understanding of your existence.
Okay. So I understand that, but I just think, for example, if I'm in a state where I need to survive and I'm thinking I should follow the truth, but that would cost me my life, my children's lives, and I have to, the only way to survive in a situation is to follow power, to kill someone or to steal or whatever to save my family.
That's my fear, that practically starting from practical life and ignoring the foundations makes you blind to your reality.
But alive as well.
No, you will die at the end anyways.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, my kids will not die young.
So they will die at the end anyways.
Yeah, but I will give them a chance to grow
So,
up.
but they will die at the end anyways. It doesn't work.
You're not helping.
So
It means if you are the man of truth, decide that I have to follow the truth. Yeah? Then that is how I am made, how I am created, and you have to stick to your reality. You have to stick to your truth, and this truth is from your Creator. Then you will understand that you may think in your practical terms that everybody will come and step on me. If you are the man of truth, we said at the beginning, were you all here, that we create our own, invent our own enemies. If you are true, there would be no enemy, don't worry.
There will always be enemies. There will always be enemies for the truth, even.
Yeah, okay?
Won't like the truth.
Or not. Look at now, Revelation says, be careful there, and because I'm going to give this, there always have been and there will be enemies of what? The truth. So as long as you hold the truth, this enmity may turn to you. But the Revelation says they are not your enemy. They are the enemy of God, the Creator. That's where you find what is right and what is wrong, what is true, what is false. So you understand that although they will attack you, let's say, because people wanted to kill the prophets too. Although they were not looking after or looking for any power or administration, anything, because just they proclaimed the truth, the enemy hated them and attacked them. What did they say? I have to follow the truth. I have to follow the truth. I have to follow the truth. So truth comes from your creator. Follow the truth from the creator. That's the second stage. How are we going to really decide what the truth is? How are we going to really understand the revelation and put it into our practice? That's the second stage. We are here to studying what is the base for my looking for a revelation or not. Do I really need it? If I am powerful to protect myself, why should I need any guidance from my creator, or if there is such thing? So why should I look for it? I protect myself. So we have to understand that relying on power is not true. So second stage, then what is true? I have to follow the truth. And where shall I find the truth? Second stage. But we have to decide that we have to be men of truth. That's what we are talking here. Afterwards, it's easy. It's easy. Afterwards, it's easy. If you are the man of truth, you will understand that the holder of the truth or the truth will protect you. From what? Not necessarily that you won't die. You belong to him. Don't worry. You belong to him. Don't worry. But never transgress. Never rely on your power. Rely his power and his truth, his reality, his guidance. Rely his guidance. Do you think about it? For example, somebody wants to come and attack you. What shall I do? So follow the practical, like the things that you know, defend myself, because the creator says, I have given you the right to defend your own existence. So you defend your own existence. So for example, in the practical life, if I don't want to go into it, because it's endless, actually. It goes endless because foundations are weak, not very well established. In the practical life of Muhammad, when he was in Mecca, did he defend himself? Did he really attack, counterattack or anything? No. Why? There was no permission from his creator. Yeah, that is why he trusted in his creator. Practically speaking, what happened at the end? He was the victor. At the end, in terms of word too, but be men of truth. Now we have certain rules that is secondary to our subject, to our foundations are important. So always jumping into practice, not establishing the theoretical base firmly, and then going from there. Going from there. Can you imagine a person, let's say, this is the Muslim land, for example, the believer's land. I have to defend it. I have my own bomb to defend it. And I am able to do that. I'm powerful enough to do that. And if someone attacks me, I will kill the others. Is it right? Not only, this self-defense. What is this, for example? It's a very horrible thing that they call it Islamic bomb, this nuclear bomb. What is that? This mass destruction. Is it, again, for example, let's assume that if we are following the Islamic rules, is it allowed to use mass destruction in order to defend your personal life? No. You see why? Because these people made a mistake or is making a mistake still by saying that in order to defend myself, which is right, I can rely on my wrong power, which is wrong. What shall I do? To defend yourself is right, but you cannot rely on your power. Why? The foundation is not there. They call it Islamic. It's not Islamic. Islam says we have to be right. And we understand, and Islam itself says this is not right. For example, somebody, what do? ransom. They take you ransom. You know, if you go some places, in the name of God, they take you as ransom and then say, if you, somebody else, don't give me 100 million, I will kill this man. This man said, why are you killing me?
Yeah.
Because they didn't give you money. Because the criteria is not truth. Criteria is, now I have got the ransom, I have the power, I can exercise it. I can exercise it. It means, if you don't give me 100 million, I will kill this man.
Okay, how do you reply to those people? Do you-
Which people?
Who kidnapped Eugene? Do you
So now-
harm them?
Be a man of truth.
Okay,
If
but
you are not, this, I have nothing to do with you.
what's
They
the
are wrong.
truth in here? They have him hostage. They keep killing civilians and innocent people.
No, what you do?
should I do?
But they are wrong. That's what-
Just say they're
No,
young
no, no,
people?
practical. And again, practical.
Okay,
That's how we learn which is right, which is wrong.
okay.
That is wrong. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't support that. I shouldn't associate myself with them. Nothing to do with them. I say, keep away from me.
Just pretend we're not seeing this.
No, this is practical. I said, no, we are not talking about the practical side, theoretical side, which is correct. To rely on your power or to rely on the truth, which is right.
So the truth,
Rely on the truth. But if someone is doing something wrong, for example, someone is doing something wrong. So you say, this is wrong, and I'm not going to follow it. And in practical terms, what shall I do? Just a minute. We are establishing which is true, to follow power, to follow the truth. So we are trying to understand the wisdom of the Quran says, you cannot rely on your power. You have to rely and look for whether you are on truth or not. You have to be a man of truth, which is correct. Philosophy says, or the philosophy means really, materialistic worldview says you have to rely on your power. The revelation says you have to rely on your truth. So I am here. Which one I should follow? Which one I should follow?
I don't, without going into like politics too much, I
Yeah.
think I can understand. So say, for example, and this is horrid, but I mean, this happened, that
Don't give a name.
20-something people were killed in one part of the
Whatever.
world. Fine. And then the very next day, a government declares war on whoever supposedly did that. Whereas just a week before, they did the same thing. They killed 20
None of our
people.
business.
No.
It is wrong.
That's not my point. My point is that then you're not looking for the truth. Then you're
They are not
looking for the
wrong.
truth.
It
If
means
you
they are wrong.
yourself- If you yourself were doing it, and you
None
blame
of
other
my
people when they
business.
do it, then you're not looking for the truth.
Look,
You're only looking for
I am looking for my own criterion. Which one I should follow? Follow the power. Follow the power. Who support the power? Who says you have to have power in order to secure your existence? Or some other source, another source says you have to be man of truth. You have to secure your own existence. We are here made, or we put in this world in order to learn what is right, what is wrong, and make the distinction. So we have to take a stand for the truth, for the right, or for the power. Which one I should follow? That's what my ultimate purpose of existence is. So that I will say, okay, I'm going to follow the truth. Then the truth is, follow the truth. Idea of following the truth comes from the revelation. Say, revelation is the one I should take seriously. Yeah, and study it, investigate it, and find out whether you are comfortable about it or not, and adjust your life accordingly. You can say that those people who are doing anything wrong in the name of anything, if only they were men of the truth. So you have to support the truth. You have to be a man of the truth, support the truth, pro-truth, but there may be, now, there has always been somebody who are not supporting the truth. That's not my plan. I didn't create them. It's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to take care of my own choice. Is it within your choice? For example, if someone comes and asks you, in the name of God, to uphold the name of God, we are fighting and help us so that we will be powerful. You will say, excuse me, sir, I'm not pro-power. If you want, come to our halakha and let's discuss about the truth. I can help you. I can give you a right to the halakha, not to the power, because I am pro-power. That's what we have to propagate. That's what we have to be on the side of and propagate and support. But those people, of course, there will be. That's not my plan. That's the plan of the creator of the universe. If there is anything wrong in the existence of this kind of understanding, these people who support the power, injustice, I have to take lesson from it. That's what we are learning, and that's why we have free will. We are not robots. We are not robots. We have free will. We have to choose. We have to decide. So here we are deciding or trying to see which one is really more according to my nature, the way I am created. Being a supporter of the power or being a supporter of the truth. So be careful. For example, if you do something, you are powerful in the family life. Let's say, I don't think, maybe it's the other way around. So you say that you can say, shut up, because your wife is dependent on you. We remember always becoming a religious man when we exercise our power. When it comes to their side, we ignore that. So we are not, look after the children, look after family life, take care of me, help me, etc. When it comes to time to divorce, say it is my right to make the last decision and take my children, because Sharia says the children belong to me, to the man. But before, for 15 years, you never remembered Sharia that the wife doesn't have to take care of the children. Did you pay for them? Did you pay the wife for taking care of it? Is an babysitting man or nanny or babysitter or no? There's no Sharia there. When it comes to my side, I remember Sharia. It is cheating. So what I am saying is, look for the truth, to be a man of truth throughout your life, always. Not only in the case of conflict between two countries or two artificial states. In the case of, for example, in the way you are going, and a man was walking in front of you, but you can just pass by him, or he's an elderly man. You say, no, he's right, but he's elderly, he cannot walk fast. So let me go past. Man of truth. Man of power says, I can walk faster than him, I go. It's so simple. The principles, inshallah. Let's go. You wanted to ask a question if you are still.
I actually had a question. Actually, to clear my mind, you said when I feel secure, I find support and comfort. And so I just think the opposite side. So can we put fear in the opposite of the feeling of security? I mean, if I don't feel secure, do my fears emerge or do I create them? Or on the other side, if I feel secure, do I cover or forget my fears? Or do I realize that they were meaningless from the beginning?
All right, speaking totally theoretically, ask yourself, for example, you have the sense of security and you have the sense of fear. Why do you think these two opposites are in you? Don't you think that you have to use both of them and utilize them, and by utilizing, benefiting from them, come to a conclusion? Now, I need security. That's in me. No one taught me. That's how I am. Yeah, that's how I am made with this. And also, I have a fear of not being or being insecure, not being secure. That is also given to me. I don't want to be, I don't want to have this fear. You know, I want to get rid of this fear. So it is not my creation that I created the fear. It is given to me to be used. To be used. So you say, I want to be secure. No, no, no. I never want to be insecure. No, it is frightening for me. That's innate. Use both of them equally in order to come to a conclusion. How can I escape insecurity or the fear? So human beings cannot create the fear. It is not our product. It is given to us equally as the feeling of security is given to us. That's how we are made. You know, using the expression in our genes. So we are made. That's how we are made.
The fear is given to us, but
Yeah.
the way I direct my fears, do I
In the
correct that?
wrong way or
Yeah,
right
in the
way?
wrong way. I mean,
That's your choice. You know, if you cut your finger, it will bleed and hurt. But this is mercy. Yeah. For example, if you support an idea or any understanding that, you know, fear, what an idea says that you are the product of accidents. You say, oh, it's meaningless. My being is meaningless. I have no purpose in my being, right? It is frightening, isn't it? Not very satisfactory. So that is your choice. If you say, still, even if it is frightening, even if it's meaningless, I will choose this way, that I am the product of accidents, natural accidents, happened by themselves. And you have to suffer. This suffering is mercy from your creator, because the suffering is a sign for what? You are doing something wrong. Yeah, it is a sign again. Good. Otherwise, if I choose the way which leads me to fear and still feel comfortable, I will be cheated. Again, but we can again by what? The one who gave me this sense. Then I have chosen the fear side, and I am as happy as when I have chosen the secure side. It means there is no distinction between right and wrong, that I can say this is wrong, this is against me. The way I am made, and this is right according to the way I am made. So which way I should go? Use your free will. Now, it is a guidance, if you like, from our own inner being, that we are created with this nature, so that we will make a decision, and whether this decision will make us feel happy or unhappy. And these are the signs that I am doing something right or I am doing something wrong. So are you happy with the fear?
yeah, it's a useful feeling. I mean,
No,
if you use
No,
it.
no. Would you, for example, would you go to your apartment and not lock the door and sleep, and there is an always possibility that some bad guys may come and enter? Yeah, you know that. Example, And you are there in the room. Yeah, there may be somebody who he may come in and, do something wrong to me. Possibility, you know that. Would you like to lock your door or unlock your door? Or leave your door unlocked? Sorry, lock the door. Yeah. So that's your choice. So it means we are made and we are created pro choosing the security. So we have to look for security now. That's the following stage. Where can I find security? Then we will understand that I can only find security if I admit, if I confirm that my existence and the universe belongs to the one who created the universe and is absolute and powerful over everything. So I have to rely in his being the creator and owner. And I ascribe my being to him. It means I belong to him. So he created me in this way. In another way, I have to utilize it. All my given senses, all of them. That's why we are here, to learn. Actually, we are here to learn who our Lord is, who our owner is.
This is a very good example of how to use fear as a tool to discover what it is that you like, you don't like, what you don't want to see happen again, and vice versa. There is another kind of fear, that's the irrational fear.
Mm-hmm.
How does one go about searching the truth about how this irrational fear started? How does one deal with that?
Irrational fear is irrational, so don't follow irrational way. You are free.
Yes, but what it's
Obsessed by
it's not really a question, but more of a rhetorical one. That you would have to go through some sort of thought process as to why this fear bothers you. Why do you have, for instance, a fear of a spider, or a fear of, something like that? That happens to people.
Oh yeah, many
So
times.
they have to discover, well, how did this fear start? What was the basis for this within one's past experience that created this automatic negative reaction to something?
So we have to look for the source of existence of this and question whether it belongs to me or I am just really misusing my feelings, control myself, then go back. If someone really uses his capacity, human capacity fully, he wouldn't be carried away by irrational feelings. Where these irrational feelings really derive from is our being irrational. It means not using our human qualities. So being carried away by, I don't know, maybe some other effects around us and not questioning them. Inshallah, we have to learn how to question.
So basically, we can never get rid of our fears, but we just take precautions to overcome them.
Which kind of fears are now rational, irrational? That's now we should stay. Fear in general, now irrational is the really artificial production of human choice. So let's say fear. We cannot get rid of fear. It's very good. Why? If I make a mistake or a wrong decision, fear jumps up and says that you've done something wrong. Yeah. Fear of that, right? That's very good that it's there. For example, if there is no danger which happened to me, whatever the way I use, whatever the way I drive in the road, what happens? So, are you being really according to the way you are created, or when you have a fear of not making a mistake in your driving, in your walking, in your doing a certain action, then it always helps you to be on the right path. This is the right, not the wrong one. I shouldn't do the wrong one. No, I don't want it. That's how I am created. That's how I am made.
I want to ask about the point of irrational fear. It's not that easy to realize that it's irrational. We were just talking about it. Like I fear dogs because I was attacked twice by dogs, and I lost any chance of trusting a dog by the second time I was attacked. So
By dog, she's not.
so I can't see it as irrational. I have experience. I have. Even though if it's a puppy, I know that puppy will not attack me. It's irrational. but it's still it's a fear that I can't overcome, and it affects me. It would send me running away.
So what we are, this is a special case. What we are saying here, the existence of the feeling of security, the existence of the feeling of fear is very good, legitimate. We have to use it. But don't we make mistakes? I don't know about you. I do make mistakes. So that's the mistake, and we have to try to overcome it as much as we are able to. There is no ultimate good that we will reach and say, I'm perfect. No way. No one is perfect. So,
but does this
but
fear, can I use it to justify bad things that I might do?
no, you know that is irrational.
Well, right now, when I'm talking to you, I know it's irrational, but at the moment when I'm standing in front of a dog, it's not irrational. My heart would be beating very, very fast.
That's detail, but we have to work on it as much as we can. But that we are here to train ourselves.
I know
we are
it's an
training.
example for bigger things in life. Can I ask?
Yeah, we can extend it. We can extend it, but still we have to work on it. We have to improve. We are learning. First year, second year, third year, we are learners, always learners. So we are learning.
This is
going step by step, step by step. But if someone if someone really is aware that, look, I have to work on it, they can step by step, as much as possible, overcome it. But this is not the ultimate purpose of our existence. Our existence is really, how can I secure myself, my being? Can I really explain my being in terms of natural events or in terms of the decision, the will of the creator of the universe? That's the fundamental thing. The others are practical. We all have some mistakes and shortcomings. It's inevitable. Somebody wanted.
Can I ask you a question? Actually, because I'm wondering if this thing about security and existence and security in life, is it that our existence is already secure, but our life is not secure? Because I think we're going to exist, whether we're here on this earth or in the afterlife.
How do you know you are going to exist?
That's just what I believe. There's an afterlife.
Why do you believe that?
Because I know we're constantly transforming. So even if you're hurt, you still exist. Even if you're small, you still exist.
Yeah.
Okay, but our life may not.
So if you, I know what I'm just a little bit pushing. If you understand, if you know that my being right now doesn't belong to me, doesn't belong to nature, it must belong to the absolute being.
Mm-hmm.
So since I belong to the absolute being, and that's one thing. Mm-hmm. The other side is I can see no point of reference in the world that can secure my being. So I have to understand that my existence belongs to the absolute being.
Right.
So that secures your existence.
Right.
So not because we believe that the life will transform into another type in the hereafter, whatever the name you use, from the revelation, how do you say, just following the revelation with no reason, we shouldn't speak in this way. We have to say, look, I understand that my life is eternal. My life belongs to the eternal one, and I can only trust the one who gave me existence out of nothing from my side. Out of nothing from my side. It means I didn't want it, I didn't work for it, just I found myself, existing here.
Mhm.
So it is his grace. I understand the life existence giver is very gracious by giving me this existence. So I shouldn't be an ungrateful man to my giver of existence.
Mhm.
And then when I see that some people say, I have received a message from the Creator saying that He promises you for eternal life. Thank you, sir, but I already felt it. But
Mhm.
you confirmed it. Thank you very much.
Right.
It is with me.
Mhm.
It's within me.
Mhm.
So that's why you confirm the revelation, not vice versa.
Mhm.
It means borrow from the revelation. Why? Because I'm a Muslim. Why? Because I was born as a Muslim. This kind of reasoning is not reasoning.
Mhm.
It's just really imaginary concepts.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody
I
wants-
just wanted to build on Asma's point about irrational fear. And so say, for instance, I do get attacked by a dog twice, and now I'm like fearful. But I could investigate the truth about the dog and its relationship with human beings. It's supposed to be a loyal friend in most cases. And what happened to me on those 2 times when I was attacked was just a variability. It wasn't the absolute truth. And so that can set me free. If I examine the truth, my irrational fears will just set me free from the rational fears, and I can make the distinction on what's important for me to grow,
Yeah.
which fear is a part of.
So what? Don't you think it's a good thing that we are making a kind of rationality training? So it helps somebody who is.
She said she was a bully before.
Once I bullied someone once. Oh my god.
So,
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
to.
No.
Okay.
So we have to use.
Someone has an irrational fear.
Yeah. We have to use our rationality. It is a blessing from our Creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to appreciate it. So let's read it, but we have established so far, thus far. We have only 12 minutes. So established so far that the fundamentals of those ideologies which does not take the Creator into account while they are reasoning are proposing us something against our nature. Yeah, against our nature, the way we are made. Now we respect the way we are made. Why? But there's no other way to make any conclusion if you don't take your own qualities and use them, just following the inherited ideas from your father. And human beings say, I don't know whether my father is right or wrong. I have to decide myself. So we have to use them. So let me read it as quick as possible. Philosophy, it means materialistic ideas, don't believe in God, accepts force as its point of support. Yeah? In the life of society. Relies on the force. We have been talking about third. Here. Here, the philosophy
Accepts
Okay.
force.
Okay. It considers its aim to be benefits. We said the benefits means in the benefit of, if they say actually in the best interest of myself, in the best interest of our country, in the best interest of our state, whatever. Always they use this benefit. Yeah, our interest is there. So if it is in the best interest of my security in this world to kill you, what some kings did, they killed their newly born brothers or brothers. Why? It is in the best of our future of our country. They justified it. Horrible, huh? Yes, it is. Yeah, they justified it. They said, if they grow, he will compete with me and the competition will cause split, and the state will lose. So kill the baby. So according to this logic, I can kill anybody. You are here, you may kill me, you may harm me, so I have to kill you. That's possible. Everything is possible in this world. So that's a philosophy. That is a theistic idea. A theistic idea seems to be reasonable, but because that's why we had to work on what base we have to have in order to have a right stand. It's a long time. So I think it will lead us. It will help us now to understand why do they say that we have to follow the benefit or interest, my own interest. So the principle of principle of its life, again, philosophical perspectives. Life, it recognizes to be conflict. No, they say, life is conflict. You have to struggle. We have to struggle. But look, conflict, you have to struggle. Why? You have to have the better or more powerful weapon. You have to have a more powerful economy. More powerful. Why? We have to be powerful. Again, goes back to the same reason. So it holds the bond between communities to be rationalism and negative nationalism. Negative nationalism means national interest comes before the interest of individuals. This is a great dispute, long dispute in Islamic history as well. Some people say for the benefit of the common benefit or good, we can sacrifice the innocent one. And of course, those people who were stick to the truth, they said, really, we cannot destroy or harm any innocent life or innocent right of anybody, even for the benefit of greater society. No, because there is no limit. You can kill one person for the benefit of 1 million people, and this is why, because 1 million people wanted this. The other one hijacks that innocent man's life, keeps it in ransom, and said, for the benefit of Islamic State, I can kill this man. There's no end. So we have to stick to our principles. You cannot harm any individual's right or social right. As long as it is right, we have to respect. These are the fundamental discussions about the principles of the Quranic wisdom concerning our social life. That's called adala nisbiya or adala haqiqiyya in Arabic. This is the theological discussions. Is it partial or relative justice? Relative means if I kill you, one person here, I will save 1,000 people's life here. So comparatively, I can justify that I can kill one person here. It's a typical example. So this relative justice is rejected by the Quran. You cannot sacrifice anybody's right for the benefit of any other people. If it is innocent, you have to protect it. Quran says, if you kill one man unjustly, no matter the number is not important, you could have been killed anybody in this position because it's innocent. You could have been killed. This one is innocent. This one is innocent. This one is innocent. Conclusion, as if you killed whole humanity. So when you kill one innocent man, you killed whole humanity. For the benefit of what? 1 million people. Whole humanity. Your fundamental understanding allows you to kill every individual innocent. So the criterion has to be criterion has to be truth, which is called haq. And the Quran's explanation is extremely important. We created the universe with truth, its own truth. The existence of even one particle, you cannot interfere into its right. For example, the Quran says, if you insult one particle, saying that you are meaningless, Quran says, you insulted the whole universe, meaningless, and also the creator, insulted the creator doing something meaningless. No, I didn't insult my creator. I insulted one particle. What one particle is innocent, you have transgressed the right of one innocent is equal to transgressing the rights of whole innocent universe. So equal. So if you say one particle exists by itself, Quran says you deny God. No, I said only one particle. The rest belongs to God. No, you denied God. Do you understand that? The same reason. And it's so consistent that we have to be men of truth. Never carried away by our egoistic interpretations. Justify our own interpretations. Never. Look for the truth. Even it is against me. Yeah, that is the Quranic teaching again. Even it goes against my interest, I have to be man of truth, follow the truth. It's a beautiful principle, actually. Although it may seem to be a digression from our always speaking from belief perspective of the matter, it is belief perspective of the matter. So you cannot really make a decision according to your whims. That you say, no, I'm really not for my own benefit. I'm going to save so many people just by killing, or really killing is an example. You know, killing a man or saying that one particle is not created by God. Can you imagine? The universe is created by God, but only one particle is not. What does it mean? If a particle can exist by itself, another particle also can exist by itself. Another particle also can exist by itself. It goes infinity. The whole universe can exist by itself. It means the Quran, when the Quran emphasizes that there is only one absolute creator, no other creator whatsoever. Why? Because if you give one crack, one exemption, it means the whole understanding collapse. So we don't wait. Again, the time is getting. So don't wait until you say that the universe has not been created at all. So I am an unbeliever. No. It's not. It's very difficult to say that universe existed by itself eternally. One must be stupid. By itself, we are happening by ourselves, just like that. I don't know why. They said just like this. I don't know what it means, just like this, out of nothing, by nothing. So don't wait until you say that, so that you will say, oh, I am an unbeliever. No. Don't respect the right of existence of a thing in the right way. You are lost. We have to pay attention to details, particulars, not really the whole. That I deny that the universe has no creator, no source of existence, no cause for its existence. It is very difficult to say that. It may be only a sentence said as a conflict. For example, you have a debate with a believer man, a religious man, and an atheist man sits there. The atheist says, in the debate, when they were under the projects, debating, political debate, he says, I'm not going to be defeated. Huh? So insist when it goes on, Is it really true? The consciousness is there. Can I say that just I happen to be like that accidentally? Really? Or the universe came into existence like that accidentally? Huh? There's no logic. We talk about it a lot. No logical consistency. So we shouldn't really look at the political statements, public debates. No. Go home and listen to yourself. So let's go. It tells about rational. Its fruits are. There is actually chart at the back. Yeah. Do you have that? Yeah, here. The force, aggression. That is force causes aggression. Point of support, force, aggression. Quran says truth, accord. So it holds the bond between the communities. We read that. Its fruits are gratifying the appetites of the soul. Soul means here egoist, ego. Yeah, not the soul that we use in English. So in Arabic, nafs. So appetites to all egotistic tendencies and increasing human needs. I need more. I have to get colonialism, for example, or exploiting people, for example, or advertisements. What do you think the advertisements are there? Yeah? Do you think they are helping you, or they are calling you to fall into their trap, to buy what's not really necessary? If it is necessary, do you think the air is advertised somewhere? Sunlight is advertised somewhere? Although you cannot live in 2 minutes without air. No one advertises it because no one can make money of it. Not yet. Maybe in the future you will have an oxygen tube and you have to pay for it. So I don't know. Now for the moment, no one advertises it because they cannot sell it. They cannot commercialize it. It means artificial need is, if you like, invented, or if you like, in quote unquote, created, so that advertisements always have, a thing that you don't really need, and then a beautiful scene behind it, or a lady next to it. You say nothing to do with this. It's a lady here and a car next to it. What are they selling? The lady or the car? Truck. So we understand that increasing human needs are absolutely artificial. So let's go further. However, the mark of force is aggression. So if you have the power, you become aggressive. If you rely on the power, if the power is given to you, let's say you may be rich, right? You may have maybe you are younger than me, but you are following the truth. Can you become aggressive? You are a man of truth, but you are powerful and I am weak, and we are in dispute. What do you use? Because I am powerful, I can impose my own desires on you. If you don't listen to me, if you are not subjected to my desires, I can really kick you down, put you down. So if you are a man of truth, the opportunities, the material means you have, doesn't make you have any sort of quality to overcome others. Follow the truth, whatever it is. So this principle. So aggression is inevitable if you follow the power or your egoistic desires. The mark of benefit, the mark of benefit, or we said the best interest of our nation, mark of benefit, since they are insufficient for every desire. What is the benefit, your benefit? You say, I have, let's say $1 million. You say, my grandson may need more, $2 million. It means wrong. So the desires cannot have any limit. So we have to stop where? Not at the very small level. No, we have to follow the truth, whether I have the right to do or not. So the aggression results in jostling and tussling, conflict. That's why they say life is conflict. While the mark of conflict is strife. And you have to have the most powerful weapon. You have to have the most powerful means. It never ends in order to oppress others. And the mark of rationalism, since it is nourished by the devouring others, it means my nation must be the above others. We are the best. Is there any nation in the world who is not the best? Do you know that?
No.
Yeah? Even the poorest country have some sort of national pride in order to justify that we are the best. So, mark of nationalism is aggression. It is for these reasons that it has negated the happiness of mankind. Rationalism, especially with the previous, even now, really what's going on? What's going on in the world? The First World War, the Second World War was out of what? We are superior than you are, you have to support me. Now I say, because I am the best race, I have the right to chase you away. This is the result of relying on force, not God. So the last paragraph, you can read it. The principle of the Quran is based on truth. Yeah, and then carry on. So if it is truth, you have to work for others' right, because if it's his right, I have to respect, I have to help him. If he's, for example, I am rich, he is poor. For example, what I have to do, I am rich, but he is poor. He has the right to get share from God's property. Because my property is God's property in reality. It is the truth. I accept. So I say, okay, this is created by God, and I'm created by God. This is given to me, but he is deprived of it, and I have to share. Yeah, I have to share. You cannot not share. That's mutual assistance is the necessary consequence of basing your understanding on truth. It goes on. Inshallah, you can read. And let's close this subject today, inshallah. Yeah. The time's up. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة. Let's read الفاتحة.